Lucas, you just take your sweet time, my friend.
Thank you.
Anytime. I'll just stand right there. We'll just all stare at it. Are you sure?
Oh, I'm so ready.
Oh, okay, all right, very good. Okay, hi, I'm Aaron Leibel. I'm your host for the Fairbury Play Production Contest. Couple of reminders, just a couple things. Remember, your phone should be. Your feet should be on the. Your food and drink should be. And if you start watching the show, you should stay. Yes. Yeah, you got it. Okay, very good. Just wanted to go over that. Oh, good news. The $12 that was lost has been found. Round of applause for the $12. Always applause. Okay. Anywho, my right honorable friends, this is the 2 o'clock show. This is Team G. This is the rise of the House of Usher. Folks, they get it?
And the deep and dank tarn closed silently and suddenly over the fragments of the house of Usher.
Why, that sounds horrible. What a gruesome entertainment.
And impossible. Who could believe in such a
Catalepsy. And I'm afraid it exists. Check the insides of certain coffins and you'll find scratch marks from the previous comatose victims who awakened trapped inside and buried alive.
Mr. Poe, I have a question. Why did you choose us?
Yes, Mr. Poe. Kindly explain why you've chosen each one of us to endure one of your grisly literary exercises. As a widow, the thought of my husband trying to escape his coffin?
Makes you feel guilty?
Certainly not.
Good ladies and gentlemen, it wasn't I who invited you here. It was you who invited me.
Us?
Yes, I received this missive. The presence of Mr. Edgar Allan Poe is required on the evening of October 30th. A reading for gathered guests of your work, The Fall of the House of Usher, is requested. I arrived and was instructed to sit in this chair, greet you all as you came in, and read my work.
I too received a similar invitation, but I can't seem to read this. Has anyone seen my glasses? I'm horribly nearsighted.
I received one as well.
As did I. As did we. Oh my, a mystery. I love a mystery.
None of you are of the Chandler family?
No.
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 No! What little I know about the Chandler's family is that they were very wealthy first settlers. They built this town to face this mansion. In fact, the clock tower on the top was built so that the townspeople would always have to look at this mansion and remember how influential the Chandlers were. Stevens!
How may I be of service?
We'd like to meet our host.
Host, madame?
Who invited us here? Your employers? We'd like to meet them.
Oh, but ma'am, one and the same are in this room. There are no Chandlers in here. Yes, sir. Well, then explain yourself, as much as my wife may disagree. The hour is too late for riddles.
The Chandler's family line came to an end 5 years ago. Your employer, who remains to be anonymous, procured this mansion, contacted Harriet, Gertrude, and my services for this engagement, so we are not in the Chandler's employ.
Is this true? Is this true?
Yes, I've never been to this mansion before yesterday to prepare for your arrival. Our employer's mystery.
If it pleases, sirs and madams, there are further preparations to be made for this evening.
Of course.
And please find my glasses. I can't see a thing clearly past my nose.
Oh, and one last question. Is there anything planned for tomorrow, for Halloween?
No, ma'am. Your host anticipated you would all be gone by tomorrow evening.
That thunder has impeccable timing.
Well, this is a mystery.
Let's start from the beginning. We all received similar invitations, and we've never met one another before, correct?
Yes. And you are?
Very amusing. Perhaps there's a pattern with our names. Everyone chime in and I'll write them all down. Mrs. Esther Nelson.
Dr. William Nelson.
The widow, Mrs. John Laidlaw.
Matthew West.
Adelaide Andrews.
Edgar Allan Poe.
And our butler and maids. And Mr. Poe, you were asked to read The Fall of the House of Usher. Any idea why?
With any good mystery, there is a backstory. The Fall of the House of Usher is based on true events.
An entertainment based on reality? What a dreadful idea.
The family wasn't named Usher. The book is based on the Rogers family.
Rogers, thus Roderick Usher?
Brilliant.
What really happened to the family?
I'd rather not hear.
Esther, I don't think we should be pursuing this.
But it would be a very short play if we didn't.
Geoffrey Rogers was indeed insane, and he did have a sister, Mirabel. She had recently returned from university. While there, she had met a young man, Mr. Daniel Burdett, with whom she'd fallen in love and agreed to marry. Upon the discovery of this fact, Geoffrey flew into a rage, vowing to never let Mirabel wed Mr. Burdett. His reason? He felt that his house, his bloodline, was cursed. So much so that he brought in a medium of questionable skill to rid the manor of its evil vibrations. This upset Mirabel so much she fell into a cataleptic fit with the appearance of death. Misdiagnosed by a local doctor, the girl was buried alive, but she was not dead. She managed to claw her way out of her coffin and now spends her time in a sanitarium.
What a ghastly story! Stay back, Adelaide. I'll protect you from this Arthur.
You may be the hero of this story, but there's no need for heroics quite.
Who would do that to someone? Imprison them? Bury them alive?
The mind is a complicated place, Miss Andrews.
Indeed.
Well, I, for one, am not going to stand here blind to our host.
But the party has just started.
In the absence of a motive for our summons to this place, I think it's time to leave.
Oh, but William, Mr. Poe is right. The evening has just begun. Are you curious as to why we're all here?
It's time to pack up things, Esther.
And you all?
I have no desire to stay. Shall I accuse myself?
Accuse?
Excuse it. I shall excuse myself from the property.
Mr. Wesley? Miss Andrews?
We will not be assaulted by gruesome tales ripped from the headlines. We are leaving.
Excuse me, sister. Oh, Mr. Wesley.
Yes. Oh, hello. Are you leaving as well? What are you doing to Hatchet?
It's finished.
What's finished?
Dinner. Dinner is finished and ready to be served. Excuse me, ma'am.
No, stop! I need help with my bag! Is there anyone to help me with my bag? Hello? Alone on this stage? This mansion. What a perfect time to perform a soliloquy. Oh, wow, the poem! Yes?
Everyone is gathered in the dining room.
Everyone?
Except Mr. Wexley.
Very well. Be careful. Come on.
Release me from this misunderstanding sentence! You can't break up a man on the wall! I've never even met you before this night! What have I done to deserve this deranged punishment? You can't kill me! I'm the hero! Ah!
What was that?
It sounded like a scream from the basement.
Nonsense! It came from the clock tower.
I think it came from the kitchen.
It came from the direction of the line.
Perhaps if we can all be quiet, we can determine the direction from which it came.
Get out, you son of a We've all decided it best that we leave.
Not all of us.
Esther shook.
Oh, but the storm outside will make it difficult. And, oh, it would be remiss of me to send you night with an empty stomach. Perhaps after the storm you may leave with a full stomach and a late dry carriage.
We heard a scream earlier.
I do believe it was just a storm. Outside.
Where's Mr. Wexley?
He asked me to prepare a carriage for his departure. One carriage is missing, so I do believe he indeed did depart.
He left without me? But he's the hero! All right, we get it!
Well, let's see, William. At least for dinner. I'm really hungry.
I could use a small belt. Oh, I could use a small bite. I could a small bite.
I need that.
Gertrude, please seek them in the dining room.
Rhubarb.
He's a carrot. He's a carrot. Rhubarb. He's a carrot. Rhubarb.
But the carriage, it's still in the stable. Mr. Wexley couldn't have left on foot in this weather.
He may have left, but he certainly wasn't on foot. Keep to yourself unless you want to join him.
What a delicious dinner. Served conveniently, off stage.
The storm seems to be abating, but the waves have stopped crashing against the cliff. We'll be able to leave soon.
But it's so late in the evening. Even if we were to leave now, we wouldn't arrive home until well after midnight.
I agree with Mrs. Nelson, but what are we going to do here in the meantime? Sit here and stare at each other?
Mr. Poe, we were called here with the promise of you entertaining us. Perhaps that's what we're supposed to do for the rest of the evening.
Entertain you?
Yes, Mr. Poe. Why not thrill all of us with another one of your twisted case histories?
Sadly, I don't have any committed to memory at the moment. But I do have a parlor trick you all might find amusing. Have any of you ever been hypnotized?
I've heard of it.
It doesn't always work on everyone, but if you'd like to participate, I'd be
Yes.
happy.
I'd love to.
Well, everyone get comfortable. Preferably sitting. Now I want you to look into this watch. The watch is drawing you near. Fall into the watch face. Your eyelids begin to feel heavy. Your eyes close. Now you're in the dark, hearing only my voice drawing you in. Now you are relaxed, immobile, yet alert.
Now what?
Well, if this were an exhibition, I'd ask you all to perform tasks, but obviously you aren't susceptible to hypnosis.
Well, I wouldn't want you to do something unladylike.
That's a myth. I couldn't ask you to jump off a cliff and expect you to leap towards your death unless you were predisposed to do so. Are you, Miss Laidlaw?
Of course not.
Pity.
Oh my heavens! What was that?
Stevens!
Here you are, Mr. Poe.
The wind blew out a pane of glass, Stevens.
Yes, sir. I'll come it right away.
I'm going to count to 3 and snap my fingers. At the snap, you will awake and be aware of what happened during the time you were in your trance. 1, 2, 2.5, 3!
I'm not sure I care for that at all.
Well, apparently I'm too strong-willed to be put under some charade. Oh, my glasses! Oh, they must have been caught in the folds of my dress.
Fascinating. I'd like to try that again, Mr. Poe.
Hypnotism is not for ladies, Esther. It's a manly suit like playing cards or voting.
Oh, heck, shut. Miss Andrews, did you find your... Miss Andrews? Where is Miss Andrews?
Oh my heavens! There, on the cliff!
It's Miss Andrews.
What is she doing up there?
She's walking near the edge.
Wait, she's stopping. Look, she's turning back.
She's waving at us.
Look at her face. It's terrifying. It's as if she's being forced to stand on that cliff.
She's moving closer to the edge. She's going to fall off.
No, stop! You killed her.
What? Nonsense!
Mr. Poe, you killed that girl. You made a careless mistake, Mr. Poe. When you brought us out of our trance, you told us to remember everything that happened while we were under your control.
But nothing happened when you were under. I was awake. I saw the whole thing.
But you're wrong, Mrs. Laidlaw. When we were under, Mr. Poe distinctively mentioned jumping off a cliff and how those were predisposed to do so, if bid by the hypnotist would.
That's absolutely preposterous.
You mentioned jumping off a cliff to a girl under your hypnotic control, and moments later she does just that. I believe my wife has found you out, Mr. Poe. Stephen!
Sir?
Is there a place to hold Mr. Poe until authorities can be contacted?
You cannot be serious.
There is a room on the second floor that looks from the outside. It appears the Chandler's family had rather unruly children.
Hold him, Stevens!
Wait, really?
How dare you to it? I'm not Ready? I suppose. Oh my boys! No, drop it!
I just think you're in the company of a murderer all this time?
I bet Mr. Wexley didn't leave at all. I think Mr. Poe killed him, too.
Esther?
There has to be some evidence of Mr. Wexley left behind. That poor girl jumped into the sea. But Mr. Poe couldn't have removed the body by himself.
Esther, please stop this gruesome lie.
But he obviously invited us all here for a reason. And I suspect it has something to do with that story, Fall of the House of Usher. Well, I'm sure I don't know. Don't you? What if you got to hide Mrs. Laidlaw? And just what happened to Mr. Laidlaw?
Young lady, I will not have you accusing me of murder to my face.
Who said anything about murder, Mrs. Laidlaw?
Esther, that's enough. We're going to our room and we're going to bed.
But William, I was just...
I'm tired of this nonsense.
Trapped in a mansion with the mentally unstable? What is a young woman to do? Is there anyone to protect the poor widow? Or am I left alone to perform a soliloquy? Oh, woe is the poor widow! What could you possibly need?
Your room is ready if you'd like to retire.
Very well.
No! Stop! You can't bury me alive! I'm just the hell!
William, I am your wife. And as such, I am bound to stand by your side. But I won't be ordered around like a common barmaid. There has to be something going on in this mansion.
Sit down.
But William,
Sit down. Poe was correct about the origins of his story. The Rogers family did fall into ruin over Geoffrey Rogers' insanity, his jealousy, and his sister's suitor's rage.
You're familiar with the case?
Young doctors make mistakes. There are symptoms and qualities of illness that fall outside the boundaries of common medical experience. We're human and we're fallible.
That poor girl was buried alive.
Which is regrettable. However, I couldn't have known her true condition.
You?
Poe must have known. That's why we're all here.
Why didn't you tell me?
How could I?
I'm your wife.
And now that you know, I've placed you in danger.
Wait, William, where are you going?
Out to put a stop to Mr. Poe's next novel. And I'm locking you inside for your own protection.
William, wait! do tower, but you must find the clue before the midnight hour. But how am I going to find these answers if I'm locked in my room? Oh my goodness. A mysterious note bearing a clue and a key to unlock my door? I can't imagine how this would turn out poorly. Over you they do tower. The clock tower!
Excuse me. Say, hey, wait a moment. Which room is Mr. Poe being killed in?
First floor, near the cellar.
Hello? I'm here at the clock tower. I read your note. A hole in the clock? How strange. It's perfectly formed. Someone put this hole here on purpose. Hello? Who's behind me? Hello? The hands are moving towards midnight. I must remove my head, I tell you. Let me back in, I tell you!
Something just fell in front of that window.
Ma'am,
I just saw something fall in front of that window.
what was it?
I'm not sure. It was about this big and had something trailing behind it.
Have some wine. It'll calm your nerves.
Thank you. Where is everyone? First, that Mr. Wexley leaves, then that poor girl jumps to her death in the ocean. Now it's just me standing here in this drafty drawing room. I knew that Dr. Nelson. I've seen him somewhere before. And Mr. Wexley, too. I just... And you. I recognize you.
I'm sure you're mistaken, ma'am.
No, I recognize you.
Drink your wine. You're hysterical.
No! It's you! You work for the Rogers!
I didn't think you knew the Rogers family, ma'am.
Of course I knew them. You know very well that I'm the spiritualist that they called for in this house with all the evil driving them mad. You knew that because you were there.
No, ma'am.
Yes, it was you. Jeffrey had the house cleared of everyone but himself and his sister. But you were there, watching. And I didn't recognize you at first, but now that I have my glasses
Yes! I was there, which is more than I can say for Mirabelle Rogers. Jeffrey never let anyone near her.
that house was full of evil.
That house was full, all right. You, Jeffrey, Dr. Nelson,
And where are they now? All those that arrived 6 hours ago.
they've left, and I'm soon to follow.
Of that, you're correct. You brought them here for revenge. They've all left because you've killed them. Drink this glass of wine.
No,
Drink it.
I won't.
Not even a sip? A taste of your own handiwork?
Ah!
That sounded like Dr. Nelson. You've made a mistake, young lady. You've underestimated Mrs. John Laidlaw. I'm coming, Dr. Nelson.
Help! Quickly! Get me out of here!
Dr. Nelson, the door is locked.
Quickly! Find the key and unlock it!
I'm looking, but I can't find a key.
Go fetch the maid! Or the butler, quickly!
Dr. Nelson, who did this to you?
It was... Ah!
Quick, I need the key to the cellar door. Dr. Nelson is trapped. Who did it? He tried to tell me, but he was cut off.
Someone stole my key. What's going on here?
Here, drink this. It should calm you.
No, you've poisoned it.
Nonsense. Look. Well played. Oh, woe is the poor widow, left alone to die. Oh, Mrs. Laidlaw!
Oh, interesting evening. Yes.
But you're
Drowned, hypnotized, leap off the cliff into the ocean. Half right. Yes, I did leap off the cliff into the ocean, but I wasn't hypnotized. I did it of my own free will.
How did you not drown?
It's called swimming, sweetheart. If you survive tonight, I recommend looking into it.
But why?
Yes, tell us why, Miss Andrews.
Mr. Paul! Miss Andrews,
You murdered Miss Andrews, and you're not dead yet.
Sit down!
Yes, sir, ma'am.
So I know who I am, but I have no idea who you are.
I am very good at this game. And you're a very good storyteller. But you missed one crucial detail. Yes, Mirabelle Rogers was nailed in her coffin, and yes, she did have to clock her way up. But she escaped that asylum just to hear a fictionalized story by the one and only Edgar Allan Poe.
Interesting twist. I didn't see it coming. So revenge is
Yes! For my part, Mrs. John Laidlaw, that old blind fraud, whipping my brother into a frenzy. As soon as she arrived, I stole her glasses because surely she wouldn't recognize me. And as soon as the candles blew out, I dropped them in her lap. I knew the distance from the window would disguise my identity to her.
Clever girl. And Stevens?
Mrs. Laidlaw was left alone in the room after Dr. Nelson drugged you and Stevens carried you out. I had to get into the doctor's medical bag, armed with the same anesthetic used on you, and went after Stevens in the hallway. But he was quite heavy. But I managed to drag him 6 feet below the cellar. And of course, I couldn't forget the doctors whose misdiagnosis sentenced me to being buried alive.
Wonderfully macabre realization of my work. Mrs. Nelson would heartily approve, if she were still alive.
Which brings me to the end of my confession. Mrs. Nelson and Mr. Wexley were both murdered before I could get to them. And that was very distressing. You! No! I was
Excuse me, Rogers, you have made one crucial error in your plan. You invited one Mr. Edgar Allan Poe to the Chandler Mansion to read his work and, I assume, be murdered. However, I am not Edgar Allan Poe. I am, in fact, Mr. Poe's manservant. Real name, Nicholas Burdett, brother of Daniel Burdett.
My fiancé?
My brother fell in love with you against his entire family's wishes, and he was destroyed because of it. After reading Mr. Poe's novel, Exploiting Our Family, I managed to maneuver my way into his house as his manservant. My intent was to destroy him from the inside out. When the invitation, your invitation, arrived, I intercepted it and accepted as him. Once I arrived, I recognized the names of those involved and set to work. First, I started with Mr. Wexley, because when we had attended university, he had bet Daniel Burdett $1 that he wouldn't go and talk to Mirabelle Rogers. So I whacked him with the hatchet!
Now that was a shame. I liked him, truly, and I was really looking forward to his heroic antics.
Yes, well, I couldn't have him keeping me from my work. After Mr. Wexley, I was off to lure Mrs. Nelson to the clock tower.
Why her? She really has nothing to do with any of this except for being married to Dr. Nelson.
Yes, well, she was quite a clever woman, and I couldn't have her snooping about, pointing fingers, so it was time for her to go. And there we have it, an overly complicated explanation for a very clever set of murders. Whatever shall we do next?
I know, the grand finale.
Yes, the final act.
I could kill you.
Or I could kill you.
Or we could kill the maid.
No, I promise. I'll move away, and I'll never tell a soul.
Well, I agree, that would be terrifically macabre and fitting. There's one good reason we can't kill the maid.
No one would be left to turn down the bed.
2 good reasons.
Yes.
If we were to kill you, then we wouldn't exist.
What? That's right. Sad, but true. You made this all up. The clever lines, the characters, the audience.
No.
Thank goodness. I kind of relish the idea of lying on such a comfortable couch. Springs are digging into my backside.
You know, I think next time I'd like to be the hero. All of that medical mumbo jumbo was impossible to remember.
I knew it. You had your lines written in your book.
You can have it. And take the dreaded theme music with you. Oh, very humorous. I hope the next hallucination you stagecraft is H.P. Lovecraft. Let's see who's laughing then.
Yes, you've even made yourself up. You're not you.
I'm not?
Goodness, no. You're not a maid.
Who am I then?
You're Madeline Usher, and you're currently buried alive in a plot behind your house. And all of this is the product of an overactive imagination. Well, that and pure terror.
So you better get moving. It's time for a family reunion. Onward and upward.
No! This isn't real! This is trickery! Dig, Madeline. On your way up, Madeline!
Oh, Madeline. Poor Madeline. How I wish I could see you just one last time.
Granted.
Ah!